Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. I wanted to talk about truth today, as I feel in the collective and I feel in myself so many questions arising as I feel this like inner battle, but what's happening on the inside is always happening on the outside, because the external world is just a reflection of our internal world. So whatever is happening externally is showing us what's happening within us, and vice versa. And lately I've been feeling this like inner battle of what do I believe in, and these like strong polar opposite beliefs coming up within me, and I'm like, where is this coming from? And I know that it's in the collective, that there's this almost battle between I'm right, you're wrong. You know, we've seen that for religion, in religions for so long, and that is what's feeling like it's coming to the surface to be revealed, to be resolved, to be shifted in a place of seeing that regardless of our beliefs and our backgrounds, we're all seeking the same thing. We're all seeking home, which is our connection to God, to source, to our creator. And whether we call that the universe, whether we call that, you know, the earth, whatever we call it, that we are in praise to and we're in devotion to, it's all the same thing. We are all searching for the same thing. We are all devoted to love, which is God. God is love. It says that right in the Bible, that God is love, and we're all in devotion to the same thing and to love. But we are letting these differences create separation. We're letting religions, instead of bringing people together, which is what they were intended for, to help to welcome everyone in the house of God, we're seeing more separation than we are welcoming and unity and unconditional love. And this is what I've been feeling come up within me, and I've been feeling like the two extremes, where one moment I'll be in this extreme and the next moment I'll be in this extreme, and I've just been experiencing these sides, which there are no sides when we're all fighting for the same thing. We're all fighting for freedom, we're all fighting for love, we're all fighting for peace, we're all fighting for our sovereignty. And what this seems to be causing in the collective is this such deep confusion of what do I believe in, and then almost this fear of not knowing, should I meditate, should I pray, what should I be doing, this fear of doing the wrong thing because we want to be doing the right thing. We've awakened enough to know that something needs to shift. We've awakened enough to know that we need to change. The world needs to change, that the world is not in a good place, and that we realize the great awakening is happening, whether we're Christian or spiritual or whatever our background is. We all realize that something big is happening right now. So what I want to say is to not allow the confusion of what is happening in the collective and what we're moving through individually to put you in a state of fear of being in devotion to God in whatever way you are in devotion to God. And if you want to know the truth, don't look outside of yourself for the truth. Don't look to other people for the truth. Ask God to reveal. Ask Source, Creator, Universe, whatever you believe in. I like to use the word God now because, you know, for so many years I didn't use the word God because my upbringing was Christianity, and I was so turned off of Christianity from my experiences and what I witnessed in the churches that, you know, if someone said the word God and my whole body cringed. I was so like, ugh, to that word. And part of my healing around, you know, my upbringing and the church and all of that stuff, that programming, not that all of it's programming, but there is programming in it, just like there is programming spirituality, and there's programming and there's untruths in all religions and all belief systems. I don't believe any of it is the full truth. I believe everyone has pieces of the truth. And when we come together and we realize that we are all one, and we come into unity and we come together, that's when we bring the full truth, and it clicks together like a puzzle piece. So that's what I've been feeling, that we all have pieces of the truth, but we are also all carrying distortions within us too, and distortions within our belief systems. And we need to rise together. We need to rise together. So if you want to know the absolute truth, go inward, connect with God, connect with your source. That is the only way you will find the truth, and the only way you'll trust it either. Because if someone is telling the truth, yes, you might believe it for a little bit, but you're always going to question it because you don't feel it and believe it super deeply within yourself. When you receive the truth from inside of yourself, you believe it because you can feel it, and then you are strong in your faith. And when you are strong in your faith, you are unstoppable. It doesn't mean you're not going to go through trials and tribulations. It doesn't mean that life is going to all of a sudden be magically easy, but it will be easier. And as you're going through these things, the faith will carry you through, so that you know that you can trust and surrender and know that you're always being guided. You are never not being guided. Everything is planned perfectly. Just keep the faith and keep trusting and keep praying, meditating, whatever it is that your practice is, that you connect to God. Do it daily. Devote yourself to the truth. Devote yourself to connecting to yourself, to God, and leave the rest up to God. Surrender. And you'll know when it's time to take action. You'll know. And God will use people to come speak to you. God will use videos. God will use books landing in your life. God is everything. It's consciousness. It is in everything and everywhere. It's in the air. It's in the wind. It's in our bodies. It's in everything. So God uses everything in our life to help us, to bring us back, to bring us closer to the truth, and to guide us on our journey. So you're never not being guided. So trust the process. And during these times, just if you're feeling this chaos, these extreme polarizing like belief systems and all of the stuff that we're purging and releasing, or that I believe as a collective we're purging and releasing, and we're getting closer and closer and closer to the truth. And as that happens, what I've been feeling, there will be resistance. There will be resistance within us, because as the truth is being revealed, these shadows are also being revealed. As the truth is rising up, it is shining a light on all the shadows, on the darkness in the world, on the entities, on the demons, on all of the darkness in the world. The light is shining there. And the darkness in the world does not want the light being shined, and it's gripping. It's trying so hard to pull us back and keep us in suppression and keep us believing that we are disconnected from our source, believing that we are lost, and believing all these lies and illusions that are not true. So during these times of chaos, I've said this in my other videos, is to be the calm in the storm, to meditate and pray and connect to God. And if you're not sure what you believe in, just ask God. I don't know what I believe in. I don't know my way. I don't know, whatever it is. Just talk to God. Talk to God by going inward. And you'll know, you'll feel it, and it might not be immediate, but it will unfold. Ask God to reveal himself in your life. Ask God to show you the way. Ask God to show you the truth, whatever it is that you're seeking guidance and you're seeking to see the truth of in your life. Ask for it, and it will be revealed in time. It doesn't always happen right away, but it could happen instantly. It could happen right away. You could feel it right there in that moment. But depending on what God's plan is, and in my experience, God tends to work in ways that blow your mind, that leave you no room for doubt, because it's so magical and it's so perfect, and it's so like there's no other way it could have worked out so perfectly without the hand of God, that it leaves no room for doubt. So in my experience, God usually works in these beautiful ways that that leave you trusting and having more faith than ever. So pray, meditate, connect to yourself, be the calm in the storm, and trust the process, and know that it's all unfolding perfectly. You don't have to do so much. I think that's it for today, for my message. I hope this helps anyone who's really going through it right now. I've been there with you. I've been feeling all the collective stuff. I've been feeling it within myself. I've been moving through it. It's been an extremely intense week, the last week. And I'm just learning to flow with it, to let it move through me, and just surrender. Surrender, 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 over and over again. When I feel the resistance, when I feel myself trying to control how I feel, when I feel myself trying to run away from feeling it, when I feel myself, all of the things that we do to not surrender, I just keep coming back. I keep reminding myself, come back, let go, surrender. Come back, let go, surrender. Anyways, I hope this helps. If you do feel called to work with me one-on-one for subconscious reprogramming or any sort of support work with what you're moving through right now, the link is in my bio for my one-on-one sessions. Have a beautiful day. Peace and love.